Welcome to the 2018-2019 academic year in the Brian Lamb School of Communication at Purdue University, and another year of Lamb School Noticings. This week, Managing Director of the C-SPAN Center for Scholarship and Engagement, Connie Doebele, sits down with Dr. Marifran Mattson, Professor and Head of the Lamb School, as they review summer highlights and preview some of the exciting things we're preparing for this fall.
Dr. Marifran Mattson, a new look for the Lamb School Noticings this year. Where are we?
So we are on the campus of Purdue University, pretty much smack dab in the center, just outside of the new building it's the Walk building, which is a student kind of center building, and right under the bell tower.
So we're going to start this Lamb School Noticings with a discussion about what happens when people aren't on campus and when they're working online. Why is it important to have an online program?
I think today having an online program is really important because it gives students that aren't here on campus access to the educational offerings that we have.
So what do you have? What does the Lamb School offer?
So currently the Lamb School offers an online master's program in communication.
And what do you do with that? What can someone do with that kind of program?
Well, it's typically for people who are already working adults. Most of them are working full-time and kind of want to add to their education and perhaps their credentialing for the current job they're in, or maybe they're looking at other job opportunities. And so this online master's program gives them the opportunity to do that.
So what are we talking about here? How many people are in the Lamb School's online program?
Yeah, currently there's about 450 students in the program.
All over the country?
All over the country, yep. We have students in every major metropolitan area or in and around every major metropolitan area. We just graduated 96 students from that program, and we now have about 500 alumni of the program.
So let's move on and talk about something that's not on campus. What do Sydney, Australia, London, England, Italy, Germany, and Paris, France have in common with the Lamb School?
So all of those places where our students were studying this summer or our faculty were leading programs.
How many kids are we talking about?
It really depends on the program, but most of them have anywhere from 20 to 40 students participating.
And how does the Lamb School compare to other places at Purdue in terms of study abroad?
I'm really proud to say that the Lamb School has the highest percentage of students who study abroad across all of Purdue University. So about 30% of our students study abroad.
And what does it give them? What do you hope that they get from this kind of study abroad?
One of the reasons we encourage our students to study abroad is so that they get more of a global perspective on what's going on. And so they go abroad, they get those experiences. We think, being a student is the perfect opportunity to kind of expand their learning into a global environment.
So it's time to come back here on campus. Brand new fall semester. What's it like?
It's so exciting. I'm looking around right now and there's students everywhere. So we have all kinds of new students. We have returning students, both undergraduates and graduate students, new faculty, returning faculty, staff. I mean, everybody's here. Everybody's milling around. It's very exciting after a more quiet summer.
So talk a little bit about the new faculty and the Lamb School.
We have 4 new faculty in the Lamb School this year. They are in different areas. We have 2 in political communication with a little bit different emphases. So Jen Howie is joining us in strategic political communication. And then we have Diana Zulli, who's joining us. Her area is political communication and public relations. And then we have Brett Shurik. He's joining us in mass communication, and he's interested in gaming. And then we have Wansuk Song is joining us in risk communication.
How do you invite or welcome not only these new faculty people, but your new teaching assistants, your new students into the Lamb School? How do you help them make that transition?
We have a week-long orientation program. So we have orientation events for faculty. Some of those occur in the Lamb School, some of occur in Purdue University. For our graduate students, so we have a number of new graduate students this year, and they come to us. We orient them into the program, kind of socialize them into the program, answer questions that they have that are really common questions or things they might be kind of hesitant to ask about. We have a number of sessions where they're able to get that information and ask those questions. And then all of them are teaching our COM 114 course. And so we have a training program that's geared not only toward them, but other instructors we have from all around campus and our returning students who teach in the program. They all get training, ongoing training in how to teach COM 114. So it's a week-long process.
I know in the future Lamb School noticings you're going to talk really specifically about all of these events that the Lamb School has coming up for the fall. But give us just the highlights. Let's start with the CCSE conference coming up in October.
Yeah, we're really excited. We do have a number of events coming this fall. One of them is out of our relatively new Center for C-SPAN Scholarship of Engagement that we launched last fall. And some of the events associated with that center this year are to have the Center for C-SPAN Scholarship and Research conference that's going to occur in October. And that conference is designed to bring people who are here from Purdue but also from elsewhere that are using the C-SPAN archives, which is located adjacent to Purdue, to bring those folks to campus to talk about the research that they're doing utilizing the archives. So they'll present papers that they're doing, and then of course we'll have audience members who will be listening and learning both about their research and about the archives.
And then at the end that all comes into a book, correct?
It does.
Yeah.
So one of the neat things about that is the presentations from the conference are papers and our chapters that'll be in a book series.
So that's October 21 through 23rd. You also have an advisory board visit. What is an advisory board when it comes to the Lamb School? What does it mean?
So the Lamb School has what we call an external advisory board. And this is a group of alumni who are interested in kind of giving back to the school by offering us their input on what it is we're doing, both in terms of our curriculum, in terms of internship, opportunities for our students, careers, networking, all things of that nature. They come to campus twice per year to talk with us about what's going on and again, to offer their insights. They'll be here in October as well.
And of course, it won't be surprising that the Lamb School of Communication is going to be doing something special for the November elections. What will you be doing?
Yeah, so on to November, when we have the midterm elections, the Lamb School will be involved in a watch party event. We're collaborating with the Department of Political Science, the Honors College, the Department of History, to bring kind of this watch party event where people get together, they watch the election returns. We talk about, in a variety of ways, from our faculty to our students, about what those results mean, and just really get everybody together to kind of enjoy it.
And in the fall, the NCA meets. What is the NCA and why is it important for the Lamb School to participate?
Yeah, also in November is our National Communication Association Conference, and that's where faculty and graduate students and even undergraduates can get together to talk about the research that we do in the discipline of communication. It's also a great place where we participate in recruiting events for graduate students. So there's a graduate student fair that we're very involved in. And then our CCSE will also be there talking about what the center can do for faculty and graduate students in their research.
Sounds like a busy fall.
Very busy fall for the Lamb School, but pretty exciting too.
Marifran Mattson, the director of the Bryan Lamb School of Communication, thank you.
And thank you, Connie, I appreciate it.